Alright, check this out. I now have 2 Airlift pumps and a 4-inch casing. I don't know if you can see that. This is 1 1/4 inch right there. That was the original one I designed. And then down here I just put in a smaller one. It's a 3/4 inch line. And I got a hose bib, a water hose connection on the end. So I can connect a water hose and I can drip irrigate up at the front part of the property, up the hill. And then down there at the fruit orchard, I can do some type of trickle drip irrigation. So basically I have a whole bunch of pipes going in this 4-inch casing. It's a 4-inch water well. It's 68 feet deep. Both of these pumps, this pump right here is at the very bottom of the well. It's pulled up about 4 inches. And this new one I just put in for the water hose, it didn't make it all the way down. It's about 4 feet from the bottom because it couldn't get past the bigger pump, which is fine. Because I'm not really going to use this one all the time. This is just going to be for when I want to water up to the top of the property or whatever, or fill the aquarium in the house. And the coolest part about it is I have 5 lines running in this casing, and I probably still have room for one more 3/4 inch line with a 1/4 inch tube like this. So I could actually put 3 Airlift pumps in here plus my hand pump. I still have the hand pump connected to the well. So if the power goes out and my generator runs out of gas, I can still get water out of my well. And this hand pump is connected inside. It's protected inside this. There's a 3/4 inch black poly line inside this PVC pipe, just like this right here. It's just protected. And you can probably, I don't know if you can see that on the bottom of how I adapted it on the hand pump. You can get these hand pumps pretty much anywhere. I think it's a Sure Dry is the brand. Tractor Supply sells these, fairly inexpensive, 30 or 40 bucks. I have several of them just in case this one wears out, you know. So anyway, let me count the lines here going down this 4-inch casing. 1/2 inch black poly, 1 1/4 inch black poly, 1/2 inch black poly, 3/4 inch, and then there's a 3/4 inch inside of this pipe right here. So that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going down a 4-inch casing. And that's 3 pumps in one 4-inch casing. 2 of them are air driven. This is driven by compressed air. And the little compressors in the closet in the house. And you've probably seen these other videos on frytv.com. And if you haven't, go to frytv.com or search for Airlift well pumps or Airlift water pumps, and you should see some of my previous videos experimenting with this stuff. So basically I got 3 pumps on one well, and I could probably add one more smaller pump if I wanted to, just to be funny. At this point it's kind of entertaining. But the coolest part about it is this one here that I'm going to use to irrigate the front part of the property. If I open the valve a little bit more, it has enough pressure to get to the top of the property. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this big valve here because it's hard to regulate the flow real fine for the smaller pump down here. I'm going to replace it with this smaller T-valve here, so I can regulate it and count the turns out, so I can kind of remember how many turns out the pump runs at an optimum flow rate with pressure. So there's the update. 3 pumps and one 4-inch 68-foot well. And if I turn off the pumps, the Airlift pumps, for about 5 minutes or a couple of minutes, my static level comes back up enough to where I can use my hand pump. So let's say the power goes out, you know, and the power is going to be out for a day or so. In about 5 minutes, the water gets up to about 21 feet, whereas the static level in this well, so I can use my hand pump. So I think water is going to come out of the ground no matter what out here, and that'll make the ducks happy too. I think they're pretty spoiled right now. Look at them sitting in the shade over by the island. That's an update on the Airlift pumps. frytv.com.